come across a few little dramas. Scout camp and in the Brisbane area, and test out the truck with some new shoes in some forward driving. Enjoy, let us know what you think. Like, share, comment, give us feedback, all those things, notification bells, blah blah blah, all that stuff. We need to know what we're doing good and what we're doing bad, and we want to know what you want to know from us as well. Enjoy the episode. Is this place? Just close the gates back up. So this is a Hipcamp. Used to be Ucamp. We needed to find somewhere else to stay because our caravan park. Trying to do this one-handed, harder than it looks. Caravan park we were staying at was booked out, and we need to stay. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. There's the gates. So I just had to lock them up. Yeah, so we have to stay until Monday because the truck still isn't finished. Yeah, so we had to pick it up, make it drivable, pick it up, and find somewhere else to stay because we couldn't extend our stay at the caravan park. So we just looked at a Hipcamp place to try something new and a bit of off-grid, bit of peace and quiet, and we found this place. So it's just a small little country block. A couple of other people are already here and set up. Good, thanks. How are you? And there's plovers and I hate birds. Yeah, so they've got like horses in the paddocks next to us and cows and across and a couple of paddocks down and stuff like that. So yeah, should be nice for a couple of days, relax. And it's fully fenced too, so if the dogs get out like they did earlier, they can't actually escape too far, which is good. But yeah, this is us for the next couple of days. We'll show you around. So there's a couple of communal fire pits. There's the house of the people that own it, and it's all this massive grassed area. And then there's another fire pit over there as well. There's two other people staying all the way over there, not bothering us. We're not bothering them. And yeah, such a gorgeous place. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is... love sunsets. There it is. Hello, Juice. What do you think? Do you like it? They don't really mind. We are still at our little farm Hipcamp stay because the truck had to go back to Safari for the day. So Daniel has taken that in and is hanging out with them for the day and doing some filming and all that sort of stuff and helping them out to try and get it finished. And Aria, myself and the doggos are hanging around the caravan. So what have we done today so far? We've watched some telly while I had a shower, and then playing with some Play-Doh at the moment, and we're going to do some baking, and that's as far as I've gotten with the day so far. Yeah, so the last few days, in the afternoon the breeze has picked up and it's been absolutely beautiful. So hopefully that happens today. We can go for a walk around the farm or something. There's like cows and stuff nearby, so we might take a little bit of a stroll around to fill in a bit more of the day, and then hopefully tomorrow truck's finished this afternoon, and tomorrow we can head on to the next stop. But yeah, I'll show you some baking. I don't know what we're gonna make because I don't have eggs, I don't have sugar, so I'm gonna make it up as I go and test out the oven. So it might be a complete flop, but we'll give it a whirl. Verdict? Yum. Especially for reasonably healthy. It's like a muesli bar, but yummier.
Finished cooking on the fire. This is the Dache fire pit with a grill. Just made some, we got some lamb, spinach and feta sausages from the butcher in the Gold Coast. Harbour Town? Yeah, apparently, and some bacon, so apparently it's pretty good. We'll see. And yeah, loved cooking on the fire, it's really nice. Something about that sound of like the fats drizzling down and smoking up. It's good.
Looks
I'll
like
have some kale slaw or something.
Looks like Ellie's ready for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
She's taking herself inside.
They've been relegated back to the lead. We had them off lead and the secure area, and they managed to find a tiny hole in the fence somewhere and get out. So back on the lead.
Punishment. You can tell they don't look happy about it. Oh well.
Oh, they love that.
They're so comfy.
Every time
They're
I went
so
over
comfy.
there,
Yum, yum, yum. Haven't even tasted it yet, but I know it looks good.
Pastry's nice. Yeah. Yatala Pies. They were really busy. Like, you know when they're that busy that it's good. So.
And they have their own, like, brown tourist sign off the highway. Like, multiple signs. This way to Yatala Pies. Good. You rate it? And that's what's left of my pie. Nothing. That was so good. Yeah, that's like I reckon that's a 10 out of 10 pie for me.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best pies I've ever had. It's nice.
And what do we say? $6.90 for yours and $6.20 for mine. So I had a cheese and bacon and steak, and it was like proper steak as well, and cheese and bacon. And Aria's got a cheese and bacon sausage roll, and that's good too. And yeah, reasonably priced, but they're all big. Like I'm not against the price, like expensive, but for a pie. But I think it's absolutely perfect price for the pie. So yeah, delicious. Recommend if you're in the area. Oh my gosh,
that is an apple pie.
That looks so good.
That's $9
for that size.
Yeah,
that's unreal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big.
Yum, that looks so good. I'm so full from that pie, but I so want that too.
It was a little bit. Dad.
Oh my goodness.
So, truck's getting worked on. It's a fury still. They need an extra day to finish it off, and they're in a marina precinct, which is awesome. So I just came down for a coffee. There's a place called the Quarterdeck, and it's behind me. And yeah, really nice coffee, and kind of ended up second breakfast. Had an eggs benny. It was probably one of the best eggs benny I've had in a long time. So expensive, but you know, is what it is. Amanda and the puppies and Aria are back at the caravan. They didn't come down. I just came down to spend the day with Safiri and film some of the install of the power gear. So I better get back to that.
Very uneven. So, where are we?
Baden Powell Scout Camp.
We're like northwest of Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yeah, near Samford.
Samford. Yeah.
Oh, careful. So we've just set up. It's really nice. It's like 160 hectares, acres.
Yeah, it's massive.
It's huge.
River running through it.
River, pool, toilet, showers, powered and watered campsite. Anyway, so we've had a bit of a hectic day. By picking up the truck, it was meant to be like 9 o'clock, and then it ended up being like 1 o'clock, and then so we had to quickly hook up, get up here. Daniel dumped myself, Aria, and the dogs off to set up and caravan to set up, and took it to the other truck place, travel truck, so we were getting some new tyres and bits and bobs fixed. The mechanical side of things.
Starter motor.
Place the starter motor, which went yesterday. So it's been a really hectic day.
I haven't eaten anything today.
So we're just about to head out.
I've had 2 Eclipse mints, and it's now 5 o'clock.
So we're going to head out, walk into town from here with the dogs, and we're going to go to a place called
Market Burger.
Yeah, in town. Apparently it's a really nice walk, short walk, and highly review really nice burgers. So we can't be bothered to cook. So let's go out for dinner. We're starving.
Yeah.
One of those days.
I'm going to take the doggies.
It is, isn't it? Are you?
I'm starving.
Are you?
Yeah, you're starving too.
Yeah.
We're all starving. Girls, you're starving. Girls, you're starving. You're starving. You're starving, Mum.
Mm-hmm. To the pool for a swim. We've just spent about 2 hours playing around in this awesome pool. It's about 1 metre at the shallow end and 3.5 at the deep end. And that shallow end is shaded, as you can see above. We've just had the best time. Aria is not a swimmer. She's never had swimming lessons. I used to be a swimming teacher, so I always was said I'll just take her to the pool regularly and teach her myself. But you know what it's like. You just always never get time really, unless you lock it in each week. So, but yeah. So when we do take her swimming, it takes her a fair while to get used to the water and all that sort of stuff. And today we're so happy. She's like jumped straight in. She's started kicking and paddling and blowing bubbles and getting her face under, and this is a big part of why on the trip we really want to like expose her to water all the time and sort of teach her to swim as we go as well. So day one here at the scout camp here, morning, it's not even like 11 o'clock or anything yet, like we've spent like 2 hours here, and yeah, we've had the best time already. So across the road from the caravan, what's it called? Scout camp, where we are, is this little tiny little park. It's only got, you know, a couple of slides and a couple of swings and stuff, but hey, it's pretty entertaining for Aria. She's been here for a few minutes now and having a great time. Funny. I think this one is going to be hours of fun. This little spinning pot.
Having chicken and waffles for breakfast. Looks pretty good. Looks a bit heart attack-ish. We'll see. And we've got a coffee frappe. Yum. What are you having, Aria? What are you going to have, Aria? Pancakes?
And what did you just finish?
I got a trainer.
What are you having, Mummy?
Some pancakes. And a juice that's healthy.
Yep, good job. Alright, Daniel Cam. So we are out at the infamous Powerline Track at the Glasshouse Mountains in the State Forest. Not sure what the State Forest is called, I just found it on HEMA. So sunnies are on, Amanda's all geared up to go out and take some video while we're driving. Any challenging bits? I'll just lay the tyres down to 30 psi. Brand new tyres, this is day 2 of being on the truck, they got fitted yesterday. So big 37-inch muddies. Yeah, we got low range, we got 3 diff locks, so hopefully we don't get stuck. We always got max tracks anyway, but we got the 2 doggies in the back, chillaxing, look really hard done by, don't they? Ari's in her car seat, yeah, let's go.
Drive it down a little bit. Drive it down, drive it down, drive it down. Follow the tracks. No, passenger down.
So we just did the Powerline Track. I think it was the easy side, but
it was hard enough for us.
It was hard enough for us, just getting a feel for the truck still. So yeah, just that big rock wall at the up to the top felt like it looks a lot steeper than on camera. Yeah, I just had the centre and rear diff locks done, and yeah, we just sort of crawled up it slowly, which is good. I was in low range, and it just there's no issues. It just feels bouncy.
Angles as well.
Angles could go up so high. Yeah. Alright, let's go.
So the lovely caretaker has just come over to tell us that there's a couple of koalas just in the campground. So we're just heading over to the other side of the campground to see if we can see them. Aria, what are you looking forward to going to see?
Koalas.
Yeah, koalas. Let's see if we can see them.
Can you help me?
He's really low now. Yeah, he's posing.
That's actually really good though, because
So, didn't leave for sunset tonight. Should have. Didn't. And yeah, it's a pretty good one. Daniel's got the drone up, trying to capture something, and see how it goes. But man, it was awesome.
Coming off these barbecue ribs cooking on my gum tree fire, just divine. Just divine. Fat's dripping down onto the coals. Oh, this will be a spectacular dinner. It doesn't look like much, but these barbecue pork ribs with kale slaw.
So, this morning's activity is the pool. So we came over earlier, went to the bathrooms and stuff, checked the pool roster to make sure no scout group or anything, or school group or whatever was booked in, and it's free for us. So off we go to the pool for a little bit. Has just come over.
Good swimming, Aria.
Ready? Go! This morning we started our day after breakfast with a bushwalk. So, wow, we are at the famous Samford Patisserie and Cafe. Chocolate. Aria is having a chocolate meringue in the shape of a reindeer. We've got some tarts and things, and they're delicious. I can see why it's the famous Samford. We've just walked into town, went to the IGA, grabbed a few bits and pieces, stopped in at the local butcher, got some meats, the Patisserie. Yeah, cruisy afternoon in town. Check out Aria's face. Good girl. Oh, what do you say? We just went and picked up a Garmin 8-inch RV Navigator RV890 from Johnny Appleseed GPS in Brisbane Area.
They're the only ones that had stock.
They're the only ones that had stock, so random name, that's why I can never remember it, but this is apparently going to be the best option for us. We think. Daniel thinks. He's been researching and researching.
Yeah. It's a hard one. There's nothing, I don't think anything is like perfect. But God, it was between, we've got the tablet and stuff, but I don't know, I just think they're not going to be, the tablet's not, I want an actual GPS unit that sits on the dash and doesn't move and navigates me all the time. I'm using my phone at the moment and I just don't really like that. So I had a choice between the two good options are the RV890 or the Garmin Overlander. They both use HEMA, they both have HEMA maps loaded in them and stuff. I just think that Garmin Overlander is a bit of a hodgepodge. It's like trying to be a topographical map device and a navigator. And they're two totally separate things on that unit. Whereas on this one, you can choose to use either the Garmin map layer or the HEMA map layer to do your navigation on. And I think that'll be a better fit for us. And I'll also have the tablet running like topographical maps when we're out in remote areas and all that sort of jam, all that sort of time. So hopefully that's the right solution. I struggle to get up the hill.
Yeah, sorry about the engine noise there. I'm trying to go up a hill. So in the box comes a windscreen. Oh gosh. A windscreen mount. It's pretty good. So plug in on the side, etc. Looks like another mount of some sort. The dash mount, if you want to screw it into your dash. You've got your cigarette lighter 12 volt plug. You've got screws, the little ball thing to set it on, and you've also got a USB, it's like a USB cord as well. Obviously instruction manual in there as well, so yeah, we'll let you know what we think of it when we use it. we are at Tranquility Park. So you sign in at the front gate and then you drive in and park, but then the access in and out with just your vehicle is in the back gate with a key. You can see there's a few vans around. You've got a fire pit and communal rubbish bins. Over the paddock behind over there is a little pony, like a Shetland or I don't know, some little brown pony. We just went and had to do a bit of grocery shopping and bits and pieces while we moved locations. So we're now at the Tranquility Resort, which is near Thornlands on the southeast of Brisbane. But yeah, we just went to the oh my gosh, I can't think what it's called. The hang on. Alexandra Hills fruit and veg shop, and I got all of this for $18. And it also smells so fresh and so delicious and ready to eat. Okay, good morning. And it's just Aria and I this morning. We've left Daddy and the dogs at the van. Dad's got some work to do, so and a few phone calls and stuff, so he doesn't need the distraction and the noise that little 3-year-olds make. So I've decided to bring her to a little playground thing. So yeah, it was only a 6-minute drive or 5-minute drive or something like that. So it's really quiet. We're the only people here, so let's go and check it out. I should also say it rained a bit this morning, and it's really, really muggy. Lots of clouds in the sky. It's meant to clear up and be kind of partly cloudy and sunny, but I'm like sweating it up because it's humid as, and it's a bit of a shock to the system. It's not raining, hun. It's okay. You'll be fine. But yeah, I thought wouldn't be as bad in humidity, but clearly have been acclimatized to the New South Wales, Newcastle weather because it's hot. So yeah, see how it goes. Off to our new adventure.